The lip. The words take us only so far, only insofar as we are prepared to go outward and with a tug of the line. We do so, stepping lightly onto the fruited plain. The light wakes us, being the sun, or keeps us up, electrically wired into the power grid. Words are our intimate legacy, light the mysterious other, revealing difference we struggle to remake in our image, throwing over it our dark cloak of words, until sitting in silence we bask and factor the spread. Open lanes widen the gulf, stars go off course, the wind blasts the doors off, the houses spell words for blocks, down long streets forming sentences, districts are paragraphs, cities two-dimensional texts. Read from above, they look like silver maps. We don't have time to read them. The water slams against the rocks. A face appears in the trees. The moon, something we heard said once. The words carry us. We are made of water. The tongue is a boat in our head. Neurosis. Been having trouble with the head, then the right ball, going in different directions. Drums sound like skeletons playing drums down by the harbor, where a light and gentle breeze blows through these bones, organized according to the weather, which is obvious, romantic, and blurred, as we are between assignments and must proceed on foot, racking up fatalities like charisma on the police channel by the seawall at sunset, holding hands and laughing, a long song like fish caught in a net in every sound we hear. That would be great, but the words that would say that have been washed away. A skeleton walks into a bar, orders a beer and a mop. The burn rate. Tax combustion flavor surge in big Egypt. You live the life and pay the price. A clear stream of pure water runs downhill. Men fire at trees. The natives are fucking restless in aptos and other intermediate verbs. Why should I invest in this poem when others consume fewer endorphins? It uses itself up ceaselessly, gently down the stream and out into Guanabara Bay. The 3D match move artist. Please remove that tendril from my armrest, stated Professor Armitage matter-of-factly as the blizzard picked up the chalet like a mountebank emptying the contents of a bureau drawer onto the floor at the feet of a girl clutching an atomizer. Like the last dendrite on a neural network, this swirling motion produces a hazy view of Lake Toehold up ahead on the right. Remove your glasses. The chipped, striated containment walls slip shivering into the slotted earth. A jarring sensation leaves us speechless for a moment. Then Will Smith utters another Mo juice and all hell breaks for lunch. It's just another day at the office, only this time the brain boys bought bread's shoes, so it's going to be a cakewalk. No biggie, XYZ chromosomes should be interesting. We'll see. Hello. Standard sensation meter bracket splashing somewhere across the bridge, and if you don't have a spoon, don't look here for a view. The ice will just cream all over you. Latency barometer 0. Your place per night. Fantasy replacing extracurriculars in the Wingnut Lounge. You really ought to do something about those tables, said the stars, and for a moment I believed them. Curbside categories. Mixed requirements drive the song. That is our life on this continent. You're wearing nut grabbers. I call them nut containers. A wave of gargantuan proportions infinitesimally rolls itself up into a massive pipe in which miraculously appears our favorite surfer, a girl with outstanding looks and a great attitude. Yes, that's what we like in Kenya, when they stop drinking gin and shoot smack instead. Another fucking beautiful day in paradise. Well, if you say so. Jesus W. Christ, I wonder what the W is for. Walter? Nah. Uncertain enthusiasms, signage, radio waves, faster than thought. What we see on the street, you landed extra early, similarly inclined. Okay, that's a first. Goes right around you, crawling back up into your care. Ode to Ed. I begin to bark and syntax lights my cigarette the way a will has of going on, famously and with an anterior cruciate glee. The leaves in the mush betray us. Our sap has been assembled from bones long buried behind the shed. The windshield steams up after about 80,000 miles. Potholes punctuate the road like a roll of caps, red paper tape pimpled with gunpowder and an imagination of childhood. I refer to certain images held together by shape. The wind is about the house, and the house is about our ability to live in one place for long periods of time. I strike a match, and gods scatter across the sky from this street, and across the street from this house, and across the house from this sky, in order of appearance, as recorded in a book, in a box, in a house, on a street, in the sky, by an old guy in shorts, who lives around here. You can hear him talking between cuts. It is too late to change his mind about anything, but you don't have to agree. The sky gets dark earlier and earlier this time of year. I go inside the house and turn on all the lights. The central nervous system picks up on the bill of materials and streams across the wide, wet world. It's raining outside. A journal of quotations occupies the floodplain. Words surround us. The speculative articulations of playground voicings carry us forward into minimal winter days. The blue hemisphere. The sea is crashing away at the rocks in my head where no one can hear them. You can walk all the way around this island where shorebirds sleep. And when you get back, I will still be here. Not so much keeping abreast of events as picturing, pushing various signals into place and not worrying about it when the sky clouds over because a piece of ice just snapped shut in the big drink of fresh water a normal-sized god or goddess is handing to a person at a table overlooking the sea who looks a lot like you. The large swells coincide. The sea is crashing, etc. But where are the waves of just now? Flaming embers for Alice, Anselm, and Edmund. Mostly you have been written, a fair ways from here, pitched forward, ambling, near but not close, soul body scantily clad, chance holding on to air, now in circulation in Midtown Man. And the avenues also are open that lead away from here into extraordinary endeavor and actual instances of awe, so that the line of work intersects with, crosses, the line of the jaw, set against a flinty weather, dubious, perpendicular, and tight. Certain details of that time are never far from my memory. How clarity flickered and fell away, nominated for an Ernest Borgnine. I guess you could say the flavor was of ice over 2 flakes of ash. We paced up and down in the Century, flapping our arms to stay warm. The phone call from Wilson Pickett never came. The truck left about an hour after that. Brett Favre. I like Divisible with an amateurish slant. No one can say this. The bird sings with its digits. The rose has no dents. Translate the articles of my terminal facade. Of what use is policy, given over into world flambeau? The abrasive logic of stems, territorial retrograde concussion, to stumble halfway back in the pack, all 11 of them. You get used to anything when your name is Senor Field. The news is just what? A cliffhanger read by paper in the pale light of damn. Cancel my subscription to the March of Fives. When the bus stops, get off on it.